Fuck this whole scene. Everybody dies.
Everybody's gonna die! I'm gonna kill everybody!
To say that there's been a fair share amount of horror movies based on haunted dolls would be an understatement. Haunted doll movies are nothing new. Haunted doll movies are something that are still being made today, with the popular Annabelle movies that are still coming out almost every other year, it seems like. But in the 1980s and also in the 1990s, based off the highly popular Child's Play movies, haunted dolls and rip-off of haunted doll movies were coming out non-stop from all kinds of different horror movie studios, independent studios, I should say. And one of those being the 1991 VidMax Entertainment Dolly Dearest. Okay. Dolly Dearest is a movie I can remember seeing all the time in Blockbuster and Hollywood Video when I was a kid. For some reason I never rented it, I never watched it, it was never on TV, but the box art is kind of memorable. It's just got this doll with a butcher's knife, and I always remember seeing it and being like, wow, I want to see that one day, and for some reason I just never picked it up. And then, you know, the eventual closing of VHS rental stores and video stores in general. The movie just kind of faded out of my mind and into obscurity. Up until recently, when I came across it on eBay for $5. I knew I had to get it. The plot of the story is really strange. A family moves to New Mexico where the dad is going to start getting into the doll building business. And for some reason, I don't think it's ever explained in the movie, when they move into their new house in New Mexico, the entire estate already is equipped with dolls. There's dolls there that were like abandoned, and not to mention a basement filled with like broken pieces of dolls, which are never touched upon.
Jessica, are you in here?
I'm up here, Daddy. Look what I found. May I have one, Daddy?
Look at that. Fabulous. Every little girl in the world is gonna want one of those.
I want that one.
Well, you've got it. My first sale.
Thank you, Daddy. I'm gonna love her so much.
The opening scene of this movie had me laugh really hard. It was a mix between Indiana Jones and Hellraiser, what I thought at the beginning, and then this happens. Holy shit! Well, he's definitely got to be dead. Ladies and gentlemen, Pink Floyd. An evil spirit is on the loose and takes control of an abandoned factory with dolls inside? Now, what the movie leads you to believe is there's only one haunted doll, and the daughter is talking to this haunted doll, and the mom's noticing strange things but doesn't really do anything about it. The dad is just kind of absent-minded and very much not around during the entire film.
No, I wanted to tell you I'll be in the backyard.
Is anyone out there?
And then there's a lot of filler thrown in between this archaeologist who studies this satanic tribe of people who praised a goat-headed baby.
Oh my God, it's true. What have I done?
And that's the evil spirit that's now inside of the dolls that are now trying to, I don't know, take over the world. They never explain why the dolls are doing what they're doing. Just the fact that this is some satanic tribe of people and this spirit is embodying these dolls. They never explain why. The dolls really have no goal. Their goal is basically just to cause mischief and kill the family, I guess, while controlling the daughter.
What's going on here? That's it. I'm getting out of here.
So, even though this movie is rated R, I don't understand why. This could have easily been a PG-13 film. There's no sex, there's no nudity, the violence is at a minimum. When you see people die, I think the body counts maybe 3 people, maybe 2. I'm not sure. But I know it's not high, and I know that the deaths are not grotesque or crazy. It's a shame, because when I saw the dad going into the vat machine with the giant drill, I thought we were going to see like the coolest scene ever, but we don't. In fact, it turns into a very cheesy, almost like Goosebump episode. That's what I would equate this entire movie as, a 90s Goosebumps episode / Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, mixed into one with a couple cuss words in it to make it PG-13.
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, I call this story
Jessica, I'm taking the doll out of the bed, and I don't want to hear another word about it.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you if you try to separate us!
Whoa, nature with your voice.
I don't know what happened with the ending of the film. It's almost like they borrowed elements from John Carpenter's The Thing and decided to destroy the dolls with dynamite. And the dolls, for some reason, have like lost all brain cells and are like picking up dynamite and looking at it before they just blow up into pieces. There's also a lot of weird cut-off scenes where it's just like you're watching something, you're expecting something to happen because they build up this tension, like you're gonna see something really interesting, and then it just jumps to the next day or jumps to the next scene randomly, and you're like, wait a minute.
Dollhouse.
What just happened? You're telling me that all the windows of your house blew out, your maid's dead, your daughter's standing there with this doll looking all possessed, and you're already thinking that your daughter's got something wrong with her, and then all of a sudden it jump cuts to the next morning and they're just like eating breakfast, having coffee, like, man, maybe we'll do something about it one of these days. This is one of those bad horror movies that are so silly and bad that it's actually good. Like I said, it's like an extended Goosebump or Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, and it's very comedic. I know it doesn't mean to be, but it is. For a film that came out in 1991, trying to cash in on the haunted doll phase at that time, that obviously still hasn't died down yet. It's a must-see. It's a must-see for anyone that likes cheesy horror films. It's one of those movies you could sit there, you could turn your brain off. It makes you laugh. I laughed throughout the entire film, and I think that's what kept me going and watching it. I wasn't like, man, this is really boring, man, this is really stupid. I was like, wow, this is really cheesy, and the one-liners just like are killing me. They're making me laugh really hard, and the fact that the family is like so oblivious to like these 20 haunted dolls running around their entire property is just outstanding. I think it's a great film. Not great as like in, you know, is like The Godfather, but it's definitely great to make you laugh. And if you enjoy B horror films, Dolly Dearest is definitely a must watch. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Get ready for the next one coming out next week, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Let me know in the comment section if you end up seeing Dolly Dearest, or if you own the movie and you've seen it already. Let me know what your thoughts were in the comment section. Anyway, guys, I'm Forrest. This is VHS or Die, and I'll see you on the next video. Be kind. Rewind.
Play with this, bitch.